Ah, 6:17 p.m. Seattle time. I'm out here in Mount Vernon, getting ready for fall, believe it or not. But painting is being done, things being fixed, cleaning out the freezer, and ordering new meat for when it comes up. Kind of important. um, Trying to figure out how to stock up on the canned vegetables when you don't have your fresh vegetables. I have a garden, and they have a market here on Saturdays. That if we utilize it, you can get your stuff home and can it immediately. I always go for the canning. If you know how to do it, promise yourself that you're not going to cause yourself a major form of botulism, which is usually fatal. More fatal than salmonella. Salmonella, I've had salmonella, and I got over it quite fine. Anyway, um, I saw weird things I see. I saw a horse today. She was rather beautiful. I haven't seen a palomino in a long time. And of course, she's a thoroughbred. And she struts around, and she's a young palomino. And they're trying to breed her. And they decided to do it the old-fashioned way. And it's hard to breed horses. It is. Sometimes the horse gets hurt, leg gets broke, whatever. Well, they're a big animal. You know, mating is a little difficult sometimes. So, yeah, as humans help, and they have professional well, we go into it how they do it, but to get it done correctly, and there's a baby. Well, she saw this other horse in the next field, and I'm watching her, and it's funny because the guys working with their horse said, well, they were looking at the stud they had over here, and she was here. There's the other horse over in the other field, and anyway, they're busy talking about this stud. You think it'll be just fine with her and all that, and the guy says, I think I'm just gonna do it, quick shot way. Anyway, it's they're handlers, and they do good jobs, and they know how to talk to a horse. It's nothing personal. We're trying to keep your breed going. But anyway, she didn't care. So this is a young Palomino, and I love their disposition anyway. They're just total F you attitude. They are. It's like, you want to race me? Yeah, they'll either do it for you or they won't. It's a horse that has to really love you. So anyway, they're talking about the stud, and she's thinking about the horse over in the next field. That's just a regular old horse. He's beautiful. I mean, didn't have a bend in his back, or no teeth or anything. I mean, if I was a girl horse, I'd say, okay, hoo, thumbs up. Anyway, um, so here's this horse, and they're talking, and they turn around, the Palomino's gone, and I haven't seen that. She went in the next field. She just walked around. She didn't jump or anything. It's like, don't they have it completely fenced? I guess they figure that mating's very hard. So, you do have to be careful with them. And, it's like if they accidentally get pregnant and that's fine. But if they're higher bred horses, they usually have a handler handle the situation. She handled it herself. I just shook my head. Now, I guess I could have screamed, your dad says Prince Charming's that way. But anyway, yeah, they went for it, and there's they're surprised. Young, and usually they're kind of shy. I mean, she's still a baby. She's about a year old, 2 years old, and so she's good for breeding. And I don't know enough about horses that I can honestly say that my opinion that breeding them after they turn a year old is just not very wise. I I feel that a horse is still developing, and you want the best um, breed you can get. I mean, we're talking about a horse that's been around a few hundred years, and it's stunning. Still stunning to this day. That's Thor behind me. He's always with me. When you bottle feed a cat, they are with you forever. Hi, Thor. Hi, Thor. Hee hee, I said, anyway, so, oh, yeah, out here in Mount Vernon, we have farms, and all the farms are, well, the ones that I know of, that I want to know of, are grass-fed, good grain, things like that. No mold, no hormones. And so I'm encouraging people to please buy, especially if you're omnivorous, a normal person like you're born to be. Um, make, make a giraffe eat another giraffe. That makes sense, does it? No. The giraffe's a vegetarian. Actually, probably more vegan than vegetarian. Where those vegetarians can eat fish and chicken, they have their own rules. But an omnivore has meat and vegetables and things like that. And during the summer, you shouldn't be eating much meat at all because it's not that good for you. It settles a little wrong in the tummy. What is good though, if you have to have meat, is you go to your fish markets and get the fish and buy from the small people who buy from the boats. I live in a community. The fishing boats are down at Oak Harbor. These people, that's their life. So many of them lose their lives. Fishing is a hard job. So show appreciation and shop from these people, please. I don't know what else to say. Except, know your farmer. And if the farm is open for anybody to go in, well, that's looking good. If you're able to see those animals, you can look at hooves, their 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 fur, their temperament, deal with them. If you have an animal that's bucking back, fur is patchy, the animal's probably sick, not very healthy, and not being treated well. So, and that's for us omnivores. I encourage, of course, still the farmer's market, growing your own food, and since it is the summer and you can take advantage of that, also get canned food to put in your pantry and stock up. And I'm not saying the apocalypse is happening. It's not. It's actually the cost of living that's happening. And if you do it this way, you plan out your meals. You should have enough to get you through the whole year, believe it or not. You know, remember, you don't need this big of meat to eat. Technically, that much meat is enough protein. You only need it once a day, um, unless the doctor says otherwise. It's meat, some of it, this beef and pork especially, can block your arteries. So eat correctly, please. Learn to appreciate your bugs. Don't kill bumblebees, please. Been working hard on curing their virus that they've had that's almost wiped them completely out. Today I saw, I think 3 or 4 bumblebees on my clover, and I've got my clover growing in my grass now, and intentionally I've put in purple clover, all kinds of clover, and the reason why is because it's sweet, and you gotta get them to what? Pollinate. And bat houses will help you. I've got something to say about that too. And hummingbirds, set up hummingbird feeders. You need these wonderful little creatures to pollinate things to help food, produce, and vegetables grow, and also get ladybugs, particularly for glossy flowers and for very plants. Get worms. Um, there's right in your backyard. Dig a little hole, you drop them in, and they come back 5, 10 minutes later. Worms dissipate into the dirt. Very good for the soil, and especially since we live in a clay environment because we're sitting on volcanoes. But other than that, think of those things as you are preparing during the summer. Now that I've taken your summer and made it all about winter, guys, you gotta keep your house up. You gotta keep your stuff up. I mean, I'm just as much at fault for not keeping a promise as far as keeping up with food and everything like that. But it's better for your health to have the natural meat. Okay? And go to a private. On these farms, they usually have milk. I know it's a few cents more, but it's better for you. They also have powdered milk. If you get the good powdered milk, believe it or not, it's really good. Follow the instructions. However, I have found that of recent, powdered milk and regular milk are close to the same cost. Actually, powdered milk can be extremely higher. Again, depends on what your needs are. So anyway, if you have any questions, just ask me. I'll tell you anything you want about a farm animal, a dog, cat, a nap, but a nap. A nap. I want a nap. That Palomino baby's gonna be cute.